This is Landings with Lexi, and this is, I guess, my first video back since the last one I made probably over a year ago, if not more. As you guys may have guessed it, I am no longer with United. It's not really too hard of a situation to kind of piece together as to why I'm no longer there. If you guys just absolutely need to know or need to hear it from me, you can message me on Instagram, or you could email me as well. I'll just put it in like the little description box, whatever, and I will get back to you, of course, as soon as possible. But I am currently in training for another airline. It's nothing major, it's not mainline. I am actually a couple of days away from graduation. I finished my IOE, and I honestly couldn't be more excited to kind of get back to my normal life, I guess, whatever life was kind of before I went to training. For anyone that, of course, is considering applying or is in the process, of course, of waiting for interviews and face-to-face interviews, things like that, or anyone that's currently in training, of course, I wish you the best of luck. And my, I guess, bit of advice is to find healthy ways to cope and handle stress. The most stressful part of these programs is never the material, because whatever they teach you regarding different aircraft types, how to arm and disarm doors, how to conduct service, whether or not you have first class on your, on your aircrafts or not, things like that, that can all be taught and that can all be learned. They can't teach people how to be kind to each other. They can't teach people how to be inclusive. So those are probably the hardest things. They also can't teach you to be confident. So in this line of work, I'm learning each and every day that you have to be confident, and that's definitely something that even at my age now I still struggle with. I still don't feel confident in my abilities to do really much of anything, even things that I believe I have a grasp on. I still don't feel confident. They also just can't teach you to be a good person. You just kind of are or you aren't, especially since we're all adults here. So if you're just not a kind person, you just will never be a kind person at this point. Those things can't be taught. So the hardest part of these programs, and I will say that until my last dying breath, is the people aspect. For me, whether or not this is perceived or not, whether it's real or just in my head, I don't know. But sometimes in this line of work, I feel lonely. I think everyone at some point is going to feel lonely. It doesn't matter if you're in a room full of 1,000 people. Sometimes you just still feel like you don't have anybody. I think that's a natural feeling. So that's something that I have been dealing with. I've dealt with it in each of the training classes that I have fortunately been able to be a part of. I've just felt like I didn't belong. I felt like I didn't have any friends. I felt like people just did not gravitate toward me. And I'm not quite sure why. Maybe because I'm weird, or maybe because I'm quiet. And it's kind of a odd, kind of cycle, because my perceived thoughts that people think I'm weird, I think makes me act in a manner that probably is weird and standoffish, and then in turn people don't gravitate towards me. So it's kind of an odd cycle that I'm trying to break, but I just kind of am who I am, and it gets tiring to try to be someone you're not. I'm just tired every day just being me, so there's no way I'm going to make an attempt to be someone else. It just kind of is what it is. You like me or you don't. Especially the people that I do like and that I know like me are people that are genuine, and they're people that I know they like me for who I am, not who they believe I am. So There's that. There's just that aspect. I won't harp on it too much, but the feeling of belonging, I think, is important in this line of work. And my feeling that I don't belong really anywhere has been an issue, I would say. It's made it hard to try to connect with people, and it's been hard to attempt to make friendships, I guess, or ties in that manner. But that's definitely something that I know I need to work on, eventually. I graduate on Thursday. I am excited to be done. I'm excited to get back into the skies, out on the line, and I'm excited to work with different people. Good luck, for anyone applying. This airline, I like it so far. I hope eventually one day to become a part of recruiting, because I would love to be a part of someone's journey to following their dreams, because I know there have been quite a few people that have made my dreams come true so far, and I'm thankful for that. So I would like to be a part of that in the near future and grow with this company. The year or so that I've been gone, things have not been all good, but I guess on the flip side, things haven't been all bad either. Of course, I was let go, and then 2 weeks before my lease was up, I was evicted. Then the brakes on my car, literally the brake pads just fell off, so my car did not have brakes. And this was maybe a month after I had replaced all the coil packs in my car. And and there's something wrong with the transmission or whatever. The car is old, so I guess it's not really something that I didn't see coming. It's just when it rains, it pours, and my life just was a hurricane at that time. Everything was piling on. I couldn't catch a break. So I wanted to apply to some other airlines sooner, but I just kind of really legitimately needed a second to myself to kind of process it. And even though grieving seems like a harsh word, any loss of something is something you can grieve. I didn't expect it. It hit me in a hard way, in a way that I didn't think I was going to bounce back from it. I'll be honest, there were some very unhealthy things I did in order to just kind of cope and to just kind of get through it. I went through the stages. I think even at this point, though I believe I'm better now, I think I still kind of fall back into the level of anger. Am I angry? Yes. Will I eventually get over that anger? I hope so. But at the moment, there's still some resentment that I don't foresee ever going away. So I would have, applied so much sooner, but I just was not in a good headspace. And for my own benefit, I said, just give it time. Because if they do offer me, the position, will I be able to mentally have space for both the material that they're teaching me, and then also just space for me to clear my mind and be in a good headspace. So that's that's the main reason, the main and only reason why I didn't apply to any airlines sooner. And then also it was a punch to my confidence. It kind of killed my morale. I was kind of embittered. I was like, okay, maybe it's not for me. So I needed a lot of time to think. And in this year, I did a lot of thinking, a lot of healing, a lot of talking it out, things like that. So that's kind of just the gist of it. But if you're wanting to know the reason why I'm no longer there, feel free to message me. I will be open and honest, answer any questions that you may have. I figured I would get back to making videos just because it was something that I did enjoy. I figured it would kind of raise my spirits, because there are definitely some days where I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm awake again. Not necessarily grateful to be alive for the day, but, you know, gonna try and give myself a reason, give myself a reason to get up every morning and take advantage of the life that I have been fortunate enough to get. I try to be positive about it, because someone, you know, didn't wake up this morning who had a true desire to live. So doing my best to take advantage of each and every day, because tomorrow is not promised. On a positive note, because I feel like this video is getting a little dark. One good thing that has happened in this past year, I feel like I have perfected what they call like a thermal stitch in crochet, where the stitch is thicker. You're essentially knitting two at a time, so it's like insulated. So I'm making a pot holder. So I feel like I have mastered this stitch, because this took me quite a while. That I'm super excited about. And then also, like, the most awesome news was that my twin sister and my brother-in-law had their first baby back in June. So I'm super excited to meet her. From the pictures that I've seen, because I've only seen pictures because they live in a different state than me. The pictures I've seen, she's so chunky. She's always smiling. And oh gosh, she seems really tiny. I think she's really tiny. She's a little preemie, so I am super excited to see her for the first time. Once I get out on the line and I get some days off, I am planning to go see her. That's going to be stop number one, to see her, because I'm super excited about that. So my life has been good and bad, ups and downs. And like I said earlier, like, when it rains, it pours. I now do have the ability to kind of rebuild and kind of start over fresh. So even though this is not what I wanted to happen, I didn't want to have to rebuild this way. Now that I do have the opportunity to start over, I am going to do my best to take advantage of that and you know, make my family proud. I will make some more videos. I don't know what the timeline is going to be, especially since I have about a week between graduating to my first reserve day. Just probably going to use the time to chill and decompress. And then probably going to get a retwist as well. Y'all don't judge me. Excuse me. I got a retwist literally maybe 3 days before I came to training, and now I look like this. And I'm trying to avoid looking like J. Cole, you know. I'm not trying to get to that status. I'm trying to keep it all in control. So probably gonna get a retwist as well. But I've been gone for like so long that I feel like now I have hang time. So, you know, there's that as well. there's that good news. But yeah, this has been Landy's with Lexi. You guys be safe, and for anyone applying or in the process of researching other airlines or in the interviewing process, best of luck, and I hope you get the airline that you want to be with.